Welcome, this is our Wednesday, August 3, 2016 edition of the Government News Brief. In the news, government working on creating stable political environment to attract investors and create jobs, Ministry of Business's strategic action plan for 2016-2020 geared to boost local economy, and improved infrastructure for Makka Arcadia residents. Stay tuned as we bring you the details of these and other stories. Thank you for staying with us. I am Azim Khan. Here now are the details. Minister of Finance Winston Jordan says the creation of a stable political environment is necessary for attracting investors and creating long-term jobs. Kedaki Amsterdam reports.
The creation of a stable political environment to attract investors which will offer long-term jobs to Guyanese is what government is working toward, says Minister of Finance Winston Jordan.
The first thing that has to happen is we have to make certain that we have a stable political environment. Nobody comes and invests if we don't have a stable political environment.
Value-added production has an important role in the creation of long-term employment for Guyanese, Minister Jordan explains.
To create permanent jobs, we have to look at the sectors. We have to have an agricultural sector that is more diversified, not sugar and just rice. Okay? It has to be far more diversified. All right, in terms of the crops that we plant, and then what we do after we plant those crops in terms of adding the second and third and fourth stages of production.
Highlighting the challenges of creating long-term employment for Guyanese, Minister Jordan says this will require changes that can only be achieved with time.
What we want is more sustainable jobs, and for that we need to right the wrongs that are in the economy at the moment. Now, after 50 years, you cannot ask me to do that in 1 year or 2 years, or indeed even in 5 years. But you have to build the foundation to make certain that the bloodletting and the pain that you're going through now don't continue forever.
The minister pointed out that efforts are continuing to ensure longer-lasting jobs are created for the benefit of Guyanese.
What I could tell you is that we are putting in place, right, both from the political, we're trying as hard as you can to get this political environment stabilized. Then you have to look at the economy. We're trying to get that stabilized, even if we have to do a bit more on our side as relates to pumping some money into the economy to get it going. We're working with different sectors.
Leading up to the May 2015 regional and general elections, the APNU plus AFC coalition had promised that it would aim to create a new economy that will stimulate rapid development through Guyana's transformation from a raw material producer to a manufacturer of value-added goods and services. Kedaki Amsterdam for Government News Brief.
Recent outcry from Makka Arcadia residents for the impassable roads and poor street lightings to be fixed have resulted in the Public Infrastructure Ministry embarking on infrastructure works towards providing relief. Renetta LaFleur has the details.
Residents of Makka, East Bank Demerara community are benefiting from ongoing road rehabilitation and erection of streetlights. Walter Backus, a Makka resident, welcomes the long-awaited rehabilitation works.
The development I saw in the place right now, I never expected it, especially so quick. Especially the lights on the road. I was one person who protested for the condition of the road when there's developing these schemes, and a bus run overboard here and things. So I was one of the person who protested the road and thing. And they do the road and everything started coming, but then the street lights came after a young man riding into a horse on the road. But the way Makka looking right now, I never expect seeing it the way so early.
Another Makka resident, Walter Giles, spoke with Gina.
After a long time, now we get a massive development in the community. We get a road, we get light. It seems as though we will get everything in our community, and we feel good about it. And we have look like we have much more to come. We have a lot of machinery about us, and we feel quite comfortable at this moment with everything that is happening around us. We are only waiting on the play field to be done, and we'll get the youths in order to get our sports going.
The Makka Road was built in 1964, but has since been in a state of disrepair due to lack of maintenance. Road Supervisor, Ministry of Public Infrastructure, Marlon McRae explains the scope of works that are being undertaken.
Actually, we put in on 2 inches of asphalt. We started by the health center and we're going right up to Makka Main Road. We're doing 2 roads in the area, this one and the police station street. Excavate, asphalted concrete. Well, actually, I can't give you a date of completion because sometimes we get asphalt that we don't have, so I can't give you an exact date of completion. But hopefully by next weekend, everything should be wrapped up in there.
Councillor for Makka, Rayburn Jones, explains that several complaints were made to the Ministry of Public Infrastructure, which led to the rehabilitation works. Renetta LaFleur for the Government News Brief.
More measures are to be put in place to attract sustainable investments in the local economy. This is one of the many objectives highlighted in the Ministry of Business's second draft of the Strategic Action Plan for the period 2016 to 2020. Details in this report.
The Ministry of Business will work towards achieving the objectives outlined in their Strategic Action Plan. Guyana's business environment can see major development by 2020. Minister of Business Dominic Gaskin, however, notes that his ministry cannot achieve this alone.
A lot of what we need to do does not fall within our jurisdiction to actually get done. This means that we have to get things onto the agenda of other government agencies and ministries in order to achieve our own objectives.
Consultant for the development of the strategic plan, Natalie Seeley, focuses on the strategies which will have to be put in place to achieve the plan's goals.
The first objective is to attract, I'm just going to simplify them or summarize that. The first one is about to attract more investment. I mean, what you do to make Guyana is a place easy to do business and how you attract more investment. But not any type of investment. You want to attract sustainable investment. The first thing is to address the critical factors for investment attraction in collaboration with relevant public stakeholders.
The second draft of the Ministry of Business's Strategic Action Plan for the period 2016-2020 is available on the ministry's website. The finalized strategic plan will be presented to the business community after consultations with stakeholders. For the Government News Brief, I'm Tiffany Rogers.
The Latham Hospital in Region 9 will soon be recognized as a regional hospital pending the provision of specialist doctors. Here are the details.
Residents in Region 9 will soon benefit from improved healthcare services. Director of Regional Health Services Dr. K. Sheku told staff of the Latham Hospital that specialist healthcare providers will be employed by the Ministry of Public Health to work in the Region 9 hospital.
In my opinion, and also in the opinion of others, we feel that Latham Hospital has most of what it needs to become a regional hospital. But what we're working on also is trying to get the appropriate specialists to come here and to complete that process of Latham being a regional hospital.
Minister within the Ministry of Public Health, Dr. Karen Cummins, and a team of senior health officials visited the facility to meet with the staff. The minister highlighted the importance of healthcare protocols and the need for the identification and observation by all staff.
The first thing I would like to ensure that we have is some protocols, and I want to see them around, be it for diseases of asthma, respiratory disease, the stress syndrome, whatever. There are many, and the Ministry of Health has some, and some you can, get. So I want to make sure that I want to see some protocols around here.
The staff of the Latham Hospital took the opportunity to voice their concerns to the minister and her team. A number of issues were addressed, while some other resolutions are dependent on the region's budget presentation. For the Government News Brief, I am Delicia Haynes.
Government is in the process of imposing stricter monitoring and evaluation of projects to ensure value for money. Here is that report.
The regional administrations are working in collaboration with the Ministry of Public Infrastructure to ensure proper monitoring and evaluation of regional projects. The intention is to ensure timely completion and quality works from contractors. Recently, Region 1 has been experiencing some challenges with poor execution of projects by contractors. Regional Chairman of Region 1, Brentnall Ashley, explains.
Some of the challenges that we face when it comes to infrastructure is the poor completion of projects by contractors, and is one of the areas we're currently assessing, evaluating, and we will be implementing new measures. And one new measure is to ensure that the RDC's Public Works Committee be more effective, and also in partnership with the Public Works Department to get the evaluation and monitoring of project done so that we can have value for money.
Ashley says that measures will be put in place to ensure that the Regional Democratic Council's Public Works Committee is more effective. Additionally, there is the issue of substandard and poor works by contractors of the Cato Secondary School in Region 8.
The government has a very onerous task getting that business in shape. As you could see, the amount of defects that are there. What is sad is that the expectations of the people in terms of having the children out to school in September cannot be met. And it would be foolhardy of the government to compromise the safety of the children now and putting them in a building that is unsafe.
The construction of the school began in 2013 under the previous administration. To date, it has cost the government close to $1 billion, yet it is unfit to house students because of major defects. It was scheduled to be opened in January 2016. Government has since requested an audit of the project, which was done by Rodriguez Architects Limited. The company was on site today and reported that the remedial works for the secondary school will cost in excess of $140 million. For the Government News Brief, Sneaker Thorne reporting.
Those are the reports we covered in today's edition of the Government News Brief. The details of these and other stories can be found on GINA's website. We encourage you to stay updated and subscribe to our website and YouTube channel. All government and other information can be accessed from GINA's website. Do join us again tomorrow when GINA brings you another edition of this, the Government News Brief. Thank you for watching.